Hi, my name is Jeremy and welcome to this episode. Today we're going to look at how I get my Zoom shows going from this to this. And also I'll be talking about the different setups that I have, what camera I'm using, what microphone I'm using, and how I'm connecting my DSLR camera to my laptop to give you this quality, and what kind of lightings as well, and the sort of like the inside look of how I design my lighting. So if you're ready, let's go! So when I first started doing the online shows, I was actually using whatever I had. I was using my MacBook Pro and the FaceTime camera that was given. And this is the quality you will get. It is good, but it is all grainy, you don't get to see any depth. And whenever I wanted to perform something, I could either do it over here on top, or I had to tilt the screen down so you could see the cards or stuff like that. And if you look closely, you can see that the difference between the light, because it doesn't stay in focus. So I was on a search to find better quality because honestly, this doesn't look quite good. And now, let me introduce you to what I'm using that is right over there. And so the camera I'm using is the Sony A6000. It is one of the best cameras out there, especially for performers, and I tell you why. It is very lightweight, perfect for traveling. At the same time, the best function of the A6000 is that it records unlimited video. If you know DSLRs, you will know that the videos usually cut off at about 30 minutes or less. So this is great because it creates unlimited video. Of course, if you don't have a DSLR camera, the next best thing you can use is definitely your phone. Your phone's video quality is great as well, and there are many ways that you can connect your phone to your laptop or whatever and use it as a webcam. I'll leave some links in the description below and you can go and check them out. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay because they are an app that tricks your computer to see your phone as a webcam. The lens I'm using right now is the Sigma 16mm f1.4, and it's perfect because now it creates a little depth of field. So if I show you the card like this, the card should be clear and the rest of the background is blur. Like this, everything else is clear. And so you can do all sorts of magic like this and you're ready to go. Unfortunately, connecting your DSLR camera to your laptop or PC is not as easy as it seems. What you need is either a cam link or a capture card to do so. Either the cam link or the capture card will allow you to use your DSLR camera as a virtual camera on your laptop. The reason I chose the Elgato HD60S Plus is because everything is processed inside the capture card itself and it doesn't use any of the memory on your computer. And that's why I highly recommend it. So now we're going to talk about the microphone that I'm using. The microphone that I'm using is the Rode Wireless Go together with the Rode Lavalier Go right over here. Okay? The reason why I chose to use a microphone like this, like a lavalier mic instead of a shotgun microphone, is because if I were to move around like this, having a shotgun microphone, then the audio will be different, I will sound more distant and all that. But this one I have the freedom to move around, to pick up the next stuff, to tell people about, to ask them to like and subscribe and stuff like that, and still be able to maintain good quality audio. So I highly suggest that you purchase something like this. It's called the Rode Wireless Go. Don't worry, everything that I use, it's in the description below. And next we're going to look at lighting. So let's talk about lighting. What you see currently, there's no studio lightings and it's only done with the room lights. Okay, and this is how it looks like. I mean, it looks pretty good. You can start performing, or you can just have better video quality as compared to what you had on the laptop earlier on. Okay, so it's a major step up. Whether you are using your phone as the camera or a DSLR camera, it's still definitely better than what you get on the laptop. Like everybody else, I started going on YouTube and I started to learn about lighting basics. At the same time, I went to search on different kinds of lightings that I can use, and I found something that I liked. So the very first thing I needed to do was to have a key light, and a key light looks something like this. So now I'm nicely lit, yes, but a little bit too bright. It seems like this side of my face is overexposed. So the camera is right in front of me, the light is over here, roughly about 45 degrees, slightly higher than me and pointing down. Okay. When I first started, this light was quite harsh. So I added a little white cardboard on top of it just to diffuse the light a little bit and make the light a little softer. So let me turn off the house lights and it will look like this. So as you can see now, it's a little bit dark because only my face is lit, okay? And so I wanted to have a little bit of light in the background. I could essentially turn on the light box over here, but it will take away too much attention. It will create a glare, so on and so forth. So I decided to have a backlight, and a backlight looks something like this. Directly on my right over here, with the light pointing against the curtains and the rest of the accessories over here, my awards, the light box. So it creates a very nice background separating myself from the foreground to the back. One last lighting that I use is over here. As you can see, this area here is very dark. This is actually my laptop, and I wanted to create some foreground lighting just to enhance the whole look a little bit more. And it looks like this. And there we have it. All three lights, and that's all we need. So a foreground lighting, a key light, and a backlight to create that perfect, or what I feel is the perfect atmosphere for my shows or for my meetings as well. So once you're happy with everything that is set up over here, you have to start by doing something very important. And that is something that I learned throughout the years performing on cruise ships and in theatres, is to spike the place. And what do I mean by spiking the place? To spike the place is very simple. It simply means to mark out every single part. Where the table is, where the tripod is, where the lights are, so you will not forget where the tripod will end up, how high it will be, where the table is, which angle it will be, so on and so forth. And lastly, I have some tips when performing. So, like I said, I have my DSLR camera set up. All I have to do now is just look directly into the lens, and that way I can connect with the audience. As though I'm talking to a person, I just look directly towards the lens, not look anywhere else like the monitor or anything like that. For Zoom shows, what I will do is this. Whenever I enter a Zoom show, I will ask the host to pin my video as the main video. So everybody else is looking at me as the main big screen. And for me, I think it's very important as a performer that I really like the reactions and the applause coming from the audience. I want to make this almost as though it was a live show. So therefore, I would ask the host to unmute everybody, so whenever they react or whenever I say something and ask them something, they can always respond immediately. As long as the video is pinned, you won't have to worry about the screen changing. So once the host pins the video on you, on your side, change to gallery view, and then you can look at all the audiences and interact with them. Remember, always look at the camera and connect with them over there. So that's it. That's the end of the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and click on the notification bell as well. And also, please let me know in the comments what other gear you are using. I would like to know what is your setup like, what kind of camera, what kind of microphone. I also like to learn as much as possible from you. So once again, my name is Jeremy. Take care and stay safe.